Hello, everyone. Hi. Super excited to be with you guys. How's it going? Tune in. My name is Kamille Nicole. I'm excited for you guys to be with me today. Who do we have joining? We got Gizzy Gold, Trill Fest, DJ Jerry. What's good? How you guys doing? Tap in. I'm super excited to be with you guys tonight. Super excited about that. Let me see. Can you guys see me okay? Tap in. How you guys doing? The occasion. What's the occasion? Welcome to DC Now events. Hey. Is it okay? Is that better? Good. Welcome. Thank you, Gizzy Gold. I'm here with what we have is Craft the Perfect Resume. So my name is Kamille Nicole. You can follow me on Gov Specialist. Good. You can follow me on Gov Specialist. On LinkedIn, I'm on Instagram, and I'm here with you guys to show you and teach you how to craft the perfect resume. So I'm excited to be here. I'm so excited to have these tips, and during COVID-19, it's super important for us as a community to really come together and just really move forward with how we can help each other. And I feel like crafting the perfect resume is the best way to get the job that you want, get the career that you want. I know a lot of people are having a tough time, and I'm really excited about having this opportunity to speak with you guys tonight. So we're going to jump right in. I'm excited about this. My background is really, I would say, just vast in the sense of business. I've started out as a financial analyst. I've done accounting. I've done different opportunities where I was able to start within the office setting, and really just was able to build my resume. Just really honestly, you guys, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Hey, DJ Hostic DC. Just being able to make mistakes. I started out working and had to have like a regular 9-to-5 job, and actually had to pay or get really low wages to take care of myself. So I really had difficult time with trying to find out what's my career, what do I like to do. And I'm excited that I'm able to kind of just reflect and say, I like making money. You know, I like really being able to learn about business, learn about financial wealth and growth. And that's really what my background is. I started as an accountant, doing accounts payable, accounts receivable, but then I also started becoming really good within the government, so as a government specialist, and that's really where my skills come from. I've worked for Department of Homeland Security, for Department of Interior, and Department of Defense, and really just being able to process that and being able to hone those skills. So I'm here with you guys. We're going to jump right in, and that's about me. Thank you for joining. You can follow me again on Gov Specialist on LinkedIn. You can follow me on Instagram, and let's get to it. So when you have your resume, I would say one of the do's would be to make sure that your resume is 1 to 2 pages long. It's really hard for companies to pay attention to what's going on if there's a lot within your resume that they can't really focus on. Got you. Let me pin before I jump right in. Hey guys. If you have any questions, any comments, anything you want to share, anything you want to ask me, please do that. There is a question mark at the bottom left of your screen. Bottom left of your screen. Let me pin. Let me see. Okay. Let me pin this real quick for you guys so you'll have that information. I don't think I can pin it. Let me see. Okay, so it's at the bottom. So if you guys look down at the bottom, you'll see the question mark. Hey, J-Reem. Legend 2B, how you guys doing? Tap in. We're talking about craft your perfect resume. Does anybody have any resume questions? Anything you may want to ask first that you would like for me to address? Hey. Anything you have questions about in terms of resume? What's your dream job? How do you feel like you want to achieve that goal? Is there some business owners in the room that may want a second income? We trying to create some millionaires, right? We need 2 or 3 different incomes that's coming in. So what are you guys doing? Tap in, let me know. J Dream, any profession that you're interested in? How long is too long resume? Too long a resume, I would say, is longer than 2 pages. So you really want to make sure that your resume really speaks to your profession or your skills. So I would say longer than 2 pages. Don't put anything on there that is not needed. So if you're looking for an administrative position and you are looking for, and your skills say you worked at another job that has nothing to do with administrative assistant, leave it off. I would say make sure that your skills are specific to the job that you're applying for. So 2 pages, that's enough. Don't put anything else on there. Please don't put your salary requirements on there. You want to also make sure that the salary requirements or anything that you're requiring or you're asking for in terms of salary is not on there. That's definitely a don't. So make sure that that's safe for a conversation over the phone and or video chat. Any more questions? Hey, Hilas. Hey, 14 White, how you guys doing? Tap in. My name is Kamille Nicole. You can find me on Cam Gov Specialists. You can also find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. I have a job. Another question. I have a job that pays great, but I really want to work on my business. How should I operate both? Great question, Play Bunny. I would say you really have to decide what you want to do in terms of what's most important. For me, I would say business for myself and investing in myself is always important. So balance with that would be just making sure that you are able to do your 9 to 5 like me. I do my 9 to 5, and then after I'm done, I'm in the middle of the night, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm grinding on social media, or I'm grinding on my computer, sending emails and things like that. So I would say depends on how successful you want to be. Just make sure that you're putting that energy into the right places. Hey, Got Kick Rocks, how you guys doing? I'm trying to find something real quick, you guys, so you have to bear with me. But as I'm looking for what I'm looking for, I would love to hear more about where you guys from. Where you from? I'm from the Maryland area. I grew up in Clinton. I want to know where you guys are from, where you tapping in from, and just let me know a little bit more. Tune in. Is anybody here in the Washington, D.C. area? So let's get into it. I can't find what I was looking for. So, okay. Your brand name is Explicit Apparel. That's awesome. If you please put your business information in the chat and I'll check it out. I love business owners. I love people. Listen, just because you want a different career or you want a job does not mean that you cannot be a business owner. Doesn't mean that you can't put more energy into your business. Hey, Tyson's. Okay, I'm in Alexandria. Hey, Jumpman. Okay, cool. So let's get into it. Verbiage on your resume, you guys. Please make sure that when you're updating your resume that the verbiage is actually pertaining to the position that you want. So make sure that the job is actually going to be something that you have experience with, and make sure that the resume is something that you have that is going towards the position that you're applying for. So say, for instance, if you want to do something that's administrative again, or you want to go for government, you wouldn't put something on the resume that's construction, or you wouldn't put something on the resume that is not completely geared to your position that you're looking for. Also, your colors on your resume, make sure that those are basic black or blue, and I would say dark colors. Make sure that those colors are not like pink. And I know you guys may be a graphic designer, and maybe you have some aspirations to kind of design and put different things on the resume. I would say don't put anything on the resume that is not professional. It's really hard to pay attention to what your resume is and what your resume is saying, because they meet your resume first. So they don't meet you as the person. So make sure that it's clean, it's concise, and also make sure that the resume and the verbiage and the information actually is consistent, and it's the bolds. When you actually are like putting bolds or different highlights on different things, you can kind of bold things. I wouldn't say don't highlight. I would say do not underline any of the lining or wording in your messaging. Make sure that it's really clean. Make sure that it's about, I would say 2 to 3, or I would say maybe a paragraph. So give it 5 good bolds of information. So I feel like 10 is too long. So if you have maybe 3 items on your resume where you have 3 different positions that you've held, make sure that information is really concise, but also make sure it's not over at least 10 different, I would say, sentences. So it shouldn't be bumbled together. It shouldn't be a big paragraph. It shouldn't be run on sentences. Make sure that it's highlighting your skills. Also, when you're actually, I would say, as you're forming the resume, make sure that your skills are at the top. I've seen resumes where they're at the bottom or they're on the side. And I know, again, you want to make sure that the resume looks nice, but you also want to make sure that it's consistent with what you're saying and what you want to convey as the profession that you want. I would also say, again, do not put your salary requirements there. Do not put your references on a resume. And I would say, just with those skills, make sure that that's consistent. Also, when you are, I would say format and technique is the similar. Hey, K Pricks. Hey, tap in, you guys. We are talking about creating your resume, creating the perfect resume, and you can follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn, Cam Gov Specialist. So make sure that you guys are tapping in. We're talking about some really good key items on crafting your perfect resume. And I would say make sure that your format is consistent as well. So you don't want to have at the top your name in bold and then different. Hey, you don't want to have your name at the top, but then also have the format and what you're saying. I love to talk too. So you don't want to have that inconsistent with at what the bottom of the messaging is saying. So please make sure that the information is consistent. Make sure that the format and everything is consistent, so you're not having one format that's like Times New Roman at the top and then you have some other different types of formatting at the bottom. Please make sure that it looks clean and concise. I would say when you're moving on and you actually, because you guys are going to get with this resume, you're going to actually get the position, or you're going to get the interview. So make sure that when you're going into the interview, you're actually making sure that you have those clothes that you're going to get that job. So don't go in when you're going in and working in and you have on loose clothing or clothing that doesn't fit. The clothing should be really concise. I would say with women, make sure that it's not a blouse that's too low. Make sure that it's something that is accentuating and making sure that it's professional. So you want to have a blazer on. If you have like a spaghetti strap, make sure that you have a blazer on top of that, and make sure that it's the skirts. So if you're wearing a skirt, please make sure that the skirt is at least above, not above. Please don't make it above. But make sure it's either to your knees or below your knees. And so that you can make sure that you're letting them know that you're serious about what you want to do and that you're serious about this job. And I would say colors as well. Don't walk in there with bright coloring. You want to make sure, again, it's dark blue, just like the resume I mentioned. Make sure it's either dark blue or black. Hey, so with me, I'm really interested in darker colors. I feel that makes me feel like I'm more serious about the position. So I'm not going to walk in there with a blouse that's pink or green. I want to make sure, and I know you guys probably love fashion and you want to look nice, and that's great, but I think that when you are trying to get a career and a job, you make sure that you're serious and that you're about business. I would say this to me, I made sure that I wore something professional, and I like to look nice, you guys, but I wanted to make sure that it was a business jacket, it was a shirt, it was something that I kind of liked the V-neck a little bit, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't showing anything that wasn't appropriate. So those are the kind of things that I think that you guys should do. Hey, tap in. The Black Math, Ruth. Hey guys, my name is Kamille Nicole, and you can follow me on CamGov Specialist on LinkedIn and on Instagram. So tap in. We're talking about crafting your perfect resume, and I want you guys to really be able to get that position and get that job. So when you're prepping for the interview, I would say also too, clothing, but make sure you're researching these companies, guys. So when you're actually looking for the position, or they call you and say, hey, I want to interview for this position, get off the phone, agree to the interview, and when they send you the email, because I know normally I don't remember who contacted me. So when you're actually getting that interview, or you're actually getting that conversation going, please make sure that you are actually researching the position and researching the company, because sometimes you don't really know who it is or who you're going to be speaking with. So I would say please make sure that that is something that you make as an actual priority. So a company will ask you, well, hey, did you research the interview? Did you research the company? Do you know anything about the company or the history? And you want to go in there prepared. So you want to go in there with information and saying, yes, I did research the company. I did talk to, I talked to so-and-so who reached out to me. And yeah, you want to make sure that you're prepared. Hey, Chink. How you guys doing? If you have any questions, please, there's a question mark at the bottom of your screen, and I will be able to get your questions. So let's get some questions going. It says most jobs in IT are remote hiring, or the job is completely remote. How would the dressing be in these times? Thank you, Jumpman. I would say it's the same. Honestly, it's the same. Hey, it's the same. Make sure that, and if you want to sit down in a chair and not have anything going on at the bottom, I didn't tell you to do it, but make sure that the upper part of you has these professional clothing on. They're still looking at you. They're still looking at your face, and the camera's the waist up, so they'll be able to see what you have on. And I would say still make sure that it's professional. So make sure those colors make you look professional, because you are professional, right? All right, let's take another question. Yes, LinkedIn is a great way to use when contacting employers. So I would say please make sure that you use that platform. LinkedIn, yes, your hair too, but 1 second, I'll get to the hair. But yes, LinkedIn is definitely an opportunity and it's a very, very big platform. I've used it. Also, if you are also in a profession where you've kind of been out for a while and you've had some challenges and you've probably been out for a couple months to a year, make sure to hone your skills by taking classes. LinkedIn does have a platform where you can also do different opportunities where you are able to be on their platform and actually take those classes. So if you are interested in resume writing or any of those sorts, or you want to learn more about construction, or you want to learn more about business and how to interview, those are LinkedIn is a great opportunity and a great tool for that as well. So I've taken a couple classes and a couple of webinars on LinkedIn. All right. Hey guys. Hey DC Walk. So I'm going to tap more questions. It's getting down to the wire, you guys. You're tapping in. My name is Kamille Nicole. You can find me on Instagram and LinkedIn, CamGov Specialist. There you go. That's cool. Please excuse me, guys. See? I figured it out. All right. So next question. So you guys, please tap in if you have more questions. New people join. My name is Kamille Nicole. You can find me on Instagram and LinkedIn, CamGov Specialist. And the Black Man says, what shouldn't be included on your resume? All right. What should not be included on your resume, you guys, tap in. You should not have your salary on there. Do not put salary on your resume. Do not have bright colors on there. Again, make sure it's concise and consistent, and make sure that the messaging is correct. So don't put any information on there. If you're going for a position that is in HR, do not put anything that's on your resume that is construction. Don't put anything from when you were 18 as a child. Do not put anything on your resume that is not consistent with the job or the position that you're looking to acquire. Any more questions, you guys? It's getting down to the wire. I'm sad. I want to spend more time with you guys. Hi, IBN. Hi, DC. Hair. Yes. Thank you, Chink. So hair, I would say it shouldn't be only, honestly, I think a decade ago or maybe longer, they wanted it to be one page. But as as I would say, people who are in this profession, I've done this over 10 years. My resume is 2 pages long, excuse me. So, and I continuously send the resume out, and I get calls left and right. I think that it really just depends on what you're looking for. If you're trying to do something in government and doing that sort of thing, I would say it really is not a big deal, but it should be under 2 pages. I wouldn't make it 3. I know I've seen resumes sometimes with some of the clients that I've had, and they've put everything from when they were 10 years ago and to more longer than that. And these are also people who have been retired as well. So I would say hone your skills, make sure that you have the resume and it's clean and concise. Make sure that the information on there is consistent with what the job that you're applying for, and make sure that it's not longer than 2 pages. 3 is entirely too much. 1 to me is too short if you've been working over 10-15 years and all of the information that you have is consistent with what you are trying to apply for. Hair, just to get back on that, I would say make it clean. I know jobs are different these days, so I know at some point for our culture they kind of were saying don't do this and don't do that, but I think they are a little bit more open. And then from people from working from home now, I do not think that it's as constrained or confined as to what you need to have, how you want your hair. So I think for me, I have it down. If I want it to be a little bit more I would say conservative, I put it in a bun. I think it just depends on what you like, but I think it should be off your face. I don't think your hair should not be hanging over your eyes or hiding your face at all. No hats. Like, please don't go into the interview with a hat on or shades. You don't want to go in there with shades on. There's no sun in the interview area. So But yeah, I mean, those are pretty much a lot of what I would want to share with you guys. Again, my name is Kamille Nicole. You can find me on Instagram, and you can find me on LinkedIn at CamGov Specialist. I'm so glad I was able to share with you guys. Any more questions? No shades. Nope. There's no sun in there at all. So yeah, I mean, it's okay to wear shades when you're walking up. Hey, Polacco. When you're actually walking into the area and getting to the door to open the door. But actually, when you sit down and you want to have a conversation, no. Yes. Okay. Is that what I was supposed to tag? I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm going to put my Instagram handle here so you guys can follow me, check me out, see what's going on. I'm excited. I'm so glad I got to sit with you guys. Any more questions? Any more comments? We got 2 minutes. Yes. Thank you. I think I get it. DC Now events, you guys. I'm so excited that they were able to have me host. I loved it. When can I come back? I have a job that is good for now, but what are your suggestions for people who are looking for jobs? My suggestions would be Indeed. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am on Indeed every day. I'm looking at what's going on with what are they talking about. Because things are going remote and things have been remote, you can have that opportunity to get 1 or 2 jobs. So the opportunities are out there. People are looking. I personally have a clearance. I'm able to help with any way that you need. I help with career coaching. I help with interview coaching. So yeah, I mean, those positions are out there. Indeed is the best way to, I would say, expand what you are looking for your position. If you even want to do a career change, there's opportunities there. I'm a great avid for education and going to school, but I'm not an advocate for wasting money. So I would say there's so many online free opportunities to take classes and put it on your resume. Make sure that whatever classes you take, add it to your resume. If you've taken any type of skill building classes, anything on LinkedIn that we mentioned, please add it to your resume to make sure that you're adding those skills to your skill set. Well, one last question. It's 8 o'clock, you guys. Oh, I think he added it again. All right. That was all the questions. Have a good one, you guys. DC Now events. Crafting your perfect career. All right, you can stop it.